So the very first time he discarded me was when I confronted him and a woman. At this time, we were living in a hotel. And funny story about that is that, okay, we move into this hotel. Just so happened to be this woman there. I don't know what type of dealings they had. He said he was a worker at a place and she was a tenant at that place, and there was a situation that happened and it involved him and her, and it started a big blowout about something. And so with that happening, he's like, he don't mess with her like that. You know what I'm saying? Now he telling me all of these mean things about her and everything or whatever. And so I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So she was literally 2 doors down from our room. So now that I know that they know each other and I've seen some of the things I've already seen, you know, I got my antennas up and everything. So I'm watching closely. At this point, ain't nothing really going on. Till one day, now every time he see her, he got something to say about her. Look at that bitch. Look at her, you know, just mumbling under his breath, little crazy stuff about her. So one day we come back from picking me up from work, and she's sitting on the steps at the hotel. And so we got to walk past her or whatever. Everything in me told me, watch he stop and talk to her. And I be dog. So I go ahead and continue to walk to the room. I thought he was still right behind me. So now I got all the way to the room door, open the door, and I look behind me. He's standing on the step talking to her, just like I thought he would. But every time you see her, you wamping about her. Wamping about her. And so now you're talking to her. And something told me that when he stopped and talked to her, they finna make amends and they finna get that tight. So now I gotta keep my eyes open. Okay. So just like I thought, I don't know nothing at all, but I'm just paying attention to what I see going on. So sure enough, that day after they talked on the step, it was on and popping from there. So now he doing extra stuff, going above and beyond for her, and he doing this, that, and the third. So I asked him, I say, so now what y'all buddy now? He was like, it was all a misunderstanding, and so we just talked it out, and so we cool now. I'm like, I ain't going for it. So I got my eyes open. So now, every time I turn around, when I leave, long as I'm home or in the room, she don't really be outside. But soon as he comes back, if he's not there, now all of a sudden you posted up outside your room, waiting for him to get there. So I'm peeping this. So I don't have evidence of anything yet, you know what I'm saying? But it's getting to that part. So eventually what it boils down to is he's sneaking and he's buying her cigarettes or ordering them pizza for her kids and all kind of stuff. And so now you going ham. So now every time I see y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like if he step outside the room, now I see y'all walking from around the corner or whatever. So one day he bought her a pack of cigarettes and he tossed them upstairs to her. I'm in the room. The neighbor comes and knocks on the room door, and now this lady is sitting down in front of my car where there's nothing but men, my old man and 2 other married men, and she's sitting down there with this short skirt on with her legs gapped open at the back of my car. So the lady say, she's actually sitting down here. She was like, do you know he be buying her cigarettes and stuff? I say, nah, I don't. I say, because when I smoked, I'm talking in third person because I used to smoke. I don't smoke anymore. When I smoke, he would always give me a fuss about buying me cigarettes and stuff. But he didn't only just buy her cigarettes. He walked to the store to go get her cigarettes. You ain't never walked to the store to get my cigarettes before. You always got a song and dance on why you don't want to buy my cigarettes or whatever. So, which he did. He wasn't going to try me like that. A lot of things I let go on, but it was a lot of things I didn't let go on. So, long story short, The lady tells me that he bought this lady cigarettes and tossed them upstairs to her. She caught them, and now she's sitting down there in the back of my car in a chair with her legs gapped open around all these men. So I said, oh, she is. So I go and I walk right on down. Now, mind you, I'm having a drink in the room. I'm chilling. He doing his thing. I don't sweat him like that. So he down there chilling with the men till she said the woman sitting down there by my car with her legs gapped open in front of my man. So I go down there and I just, observe the situation or whatever. And so then I kind of just eased it in. I was like, babe, give me some money so I can go buy me some cigarettes. Mind you, I got my own money. I can go buy my own cigarettes. But since you out here buying cigarettes for people without a fuss and a fight, go get me some cigarettes. Pay for my cigarettes without a fuss and a fight. And I'm like, I want him to make a fuss and a fight when I ask him for this money. It's going to be on and popping. And you just bought her a pack of cigarettes. But you don't know. I know that. So I go down there and I ask him, babe, give me a couple of dollars so I can go buy me some cigarettes. He patting all around. I just spent the last on cigars. I say, nah, you spent it on her pack of cigarettes. Now he looking crazy in the face. What? Yeah, you spent it on her cigarettes. But when I asked you to buy me cigarettes, or when you gotta buy my cigarettes, you want a song and dance. I say, and then you walked to go get her cigarettes at that. So now she's packing up and she's leaving to go up to her room. And I'm cool with that too. Get on up out of here. So now, I had already had my money in my hand because I just knew he was going to play stupid and he wasn't going to have the money to buy me the cigarettes. So I already came prepared. So I jumps in my car and I go across the street and I buy me a pack of cigarettes. Now, before I get ready to pull off, he wanted taps on the window because he playing games. He had money, but he wanted to fake the funk in front of her or whatever. And so when she gets up and walks away, now he's tapping on the window before I get ready to pull off. Here go the card. I don't want your card. Keep that card. And then he went to talking noise. And I'm like, hold up. Because now she just sitting upstairs in her chair. I'm like, hold up, player. Don't get slick. Please don't get slick. I said, because I click on both of y'all out here. She got her chair and she went on completely in her room. So now that I heard this and I've seen this, I'm like, okay, now I gotta really watch you. Yeah, I could have just left. I wasn't ready to leave him. We just being honest. So I wasn't ready to leave him. But what we ain't finna do is take care of another woman in my face. So I confront him about that. And then shortly after that, I'll say about a week later, because obviously he was grooming her. And he comes and say to me, you got people thinking you running the relationship. I say, no, we both run this relationship. I say, but we not going to be disrespectful to one another. I don't do stuff like that, because she asked him for a cigarette. Well, asked him for the pack of cigarettes or whatever. And so I told her the next day, hey, I smoke cigarettes. He don't. If you need a cigarette, come ask me. And if I don't have a cigarette, he'll go get me a pack and then I'll give you some cigarettes. But don't expect him to go and buy you a pack of cigarettes. Even though that's his choice, I'm just giving her a woman-to-woman talk. If she had a man, I wouldn't have been asking her man for no cigarette or for no money to go buy me no cigarettes. I would have been asking her and let her and her man decide whether they want to get me a pack of cigarettes. It's just all about a respect thing for me. So that's how I roll. So we gonna flow on to about a week later. A week later, he give me this song and dance about, well, you and your son killing my bank account. I need to get my bank account back up. So I think you should go to Georgia, get a place, and then when you get a place, then I'm gonna come there. Well, find the place and then we gonna get the place together or whatever. I come here, I do that. To me, it sounded like a breakup, but I'm asking him, are you breaking up with me? He tells him, what's the breakup? He's like, what we breaking up for? No, you're going to find a place for us, and then I'm coming there. What are you talking about? I'm like, okay, so we still together. He's like, yeah, I'm just taking a break right now. I'm like, oh, okay. So I go ahead and I worked everything out. I was gone the next 2 weeks. I put my notice in, left or whatever, because, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, it is what it is. If he is gonna stay with me, that's fine. If he ain't gonna stay with me, that's fine too. So I went on ahead and I left, went there. And that's how he discarded me the first time. Instead of him just saying or ghosting me, he sent me away. And that's how that happened. But it's all crazy because it's every time he does something and I confront him, he discards me. Y'all have a good day.